Hi everybody and welcome back. Today we are doing an exciting video. I am showing you this palette that no one's ever done a review on before and you've probably literally never heard of it. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. Obviously I'm kidding. Obviously if you have been on the Instagram or the YouTube, you've seen people talk about this for a while. It's beautiful felt packaging, as you can see. I got it dirty already. It's almost as if I just opened the palette and it just gets dirty. I love the feel of these palettes, but honestly, the felt gets dirty so quickly. I can't stand it, but it's really pretty and it feels really nice. It's just literally always dirty, no matter what I do. So kind of just have to live with that fact when you get these palettes. And when you open it up, it is quite a neutral palette. It's definitely for those who like more warm tone, neutral, everyday kind of colors. One thing I do like about it though, it has some pretty rosy tones in here. It also has some really pretty, these are more like chunky glittery shades, and there's more like shimmer shades, which I think is a really great kind of mix of like accent colors you can do for your looks. As you can see, I've dipped into it a few times, and I would say the consistency is really similar to the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, which everyone has said and I think holds true. It is a little bit powdery, but I feel like, again, that's the majority of their eyeshadows are a little bit powdery, but they're very pigmented, and a little bit goes a super long way. I love all the colors. I especially love this mulberry color, which is kind of like a play on a dark brown, but it's kind of like a deeper burgundy red. I really love that color. So if you're a neutrals girl, this might be the palette you've been waiting for. This might be it. I'm gonna do a few swatches for you guys just to show you what the palette looks like. Don't ask me why I'm wearing a white shirt when I'm gonna show you guys some swatches just on my arm. I just felt like it and here we are. This first one is a matte called Dusty Rose. I don't know why I'm doing my arm like this either, but I am. It's kind of like a taupey pink color, really pretty. This next one is Tempura, and it's gonna be kind of like a white matte. Probably won't be able to see that super well. These colors are honestly so creamy. Yeah, you can't tell because honestly I'm just really pale, so that's why you can't see Tempura super well. But it's like a creamy matte white. The next one is gonna be Fairy, which is like a gold shimmery shade. And then this is Glistening. And they're both kind of goldy shades. Fairy's a little bit brighter, Glistening's a little bit more gold. And they're both shimmer shades, they're both really pretty. Okay, and then we're gonna go into Burnt Orange, which I'm pretty sure is in the Modern Renaissance palette, but I love this color, so I think it's fine to have it in this one as well. It doesn't bother me just because I think it's a great color and it's a great accent color in the palette. And this is Orange Soda, which I think is a single in Anastasia's eyeshadows. It's not, I don't think it's in a palette, but I know it's a single, so, which I think is a really pretty color. I love using this as a warm transition shade color. And then we're getting into Sienna, which again, I'm pretty sure is a singles color, really pretty orangey brown. And then we're getting into Pink, Rose Pink, which is one of my favorite shimmers in the palette, because what? I like pinky rose colors? What? Love that one. Ugh, so pretty. Just gonna keep going up my arm. Really comfortable holding it like this. Then we're gonna go into Rustic, which is a matte brown. And then we're going into Sultry, which is kind of a darker shimmer shade, like a bronzy shimmer shade, I would say. Really gorgeous. And then we're going to Cypress Umber, which is in the Renaissance palette as well, which is a really dark brown. And then Bronze, which is, as you can guess, a goldy bronze color. I guess this is more of a copper right here, and then this is a bronze color. The last two colors are Nior, which is a black. And that's a pretty decent black in my opinion. And then Mulberry, which is one of my favorites in this palette. It's like a pretty reddish brown. So these are the colors, again, pretty warm, neutral shades. I have no issues with the blending or the pigmentation with this. Again, it is powdery, so I already did my base makeup, as you can see, but probably if I was going out, I'm gonna do a heavy makeup look, I would have done my base makeup after I do my eyes. So now that I've shown you the swatches and I've shown you the dealio and I already have you up close, let's get on to the makeup look. Like I said before, I already have my base makeup done. I'll list everything that's on my face down in the description box below. Today I think I'm gonna do something a little bit more summery, just for those who think like this is purely a neutrals, like formal kind of palette. I've done some looks that are actually really fun and really colorful, and I think I'm gonna do a more peachy pink look today. I know I do pink looks all the time, but this one is actually really fun and I think it's a little bit different than what I usually do. So let's just jump into it. I'm going to use Orange Soda first is my transition shade, and I'm gonna start out with the brush from the palette. But when I dip in, you can definitely see a lot of fallout happening, and you will definitely need to tap off the excess just because it is so powdery and so pigmented. If you don't tap it off, it's gonna get a little crazy. But I love the brushes from the Anastasia palettes. I think they're so, so good. They're really soft and they blend really well. I keep them and I use them as like my everyday brushes just because they have a fluffy end and a more tapered end, so they're really awesome to use for traveling as well. So I'm basically just buffing Orange Soda into the crease here to the point where you can think, wow, she kind of is starting to look a little bit Oompa Loompa-ish, but that's all right. We're gonna mix it up. It's gonna get it better. So I'm actually just gonna use the same brush and I'm going to dip into Burnt Orange, and I'm just gonna put that a little bit more concentrated in the crease. I'm not gonna diffuse it as much, but just to add a little bit more orange definition, if you will. I know, super crazy, Madison. Whoa, calm down. It's okay if it goes down into the lid space a little bit because we're gonna put a color in there. So next we're going to move into, what did I use last time? I think I moved into Sienna, which is more of the reddish brown right here. I'm gonna take my little side of the brush and just packing that in the corner. Not too heavily, just making a little bit of definition right there. How many times can I say definition in this video? I guess we'll find out. And I'm gonna bring it a little bit into the upper crease. So this is getting very warm, very orangey, but hold up. We're going to use Rose Pink here, which is such a beautiful, like, light pink color. And I just love it. It's literally one of my favorite shades in this palette. Just lightly pressing that in with my finger because honestly, this is such a soft shimmer. And I'm just lightly tapping that onto my eyelid. And I'm keeping this mainly in the 2/3, not where we had the definition going on in the corner, and just in the 2/3, mainly just on the mobile lid area. So I'm gonna take my transition brush again and just lightly go over the outer edges to make sure it's all blended together. I'm actually gonna be a little bit more sultry with this look. And I'm going to go into Mulberry, which I said is like a reddishy brown. I love it. I think it's so unique and so pretty. I'm kind of going in with a small tapered brush, and I'm just going to pack that in right here. I'm not even really blending it, I'm just tapping it into the outer edges. And as you can see from the two eyes, it just makes this look a little bit more defined on the corner, and then we're gonna blend it out in a second. Cool. Oh, and my cat's right here. Hi, Munch, when did you get there? We're fine, we're having fun. I didn't know he was there till just now. It's kind of cute. That's kind of cute of you, Munch. Okay, and I'm just going into a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend really lightly on the outer edges of where we just put that mulberry color. I can't remember if I took Glistening or Fairy, but I took one of these lighter shades. I think I took Fairy, so I'm gonna do that today. And I took Fairy just lightly on my finger, and I just patted it right in the center. No swiping or anything, just patting. My cat's trying to eat my makeup brushes, so that's what he's doing over here. And then I'm just gonna blend out the corners just so it looks a little bit more, I was gonna say natural, but that's funny. And now we're gonna go on to the bottom lash line. So I'm just gonna do, I think like 2 colors down there. I'm gonna do Orange Soda, which is that transition shade, all the way until probably the inner third. I don't touch that area. I usually just put highlight there. Otherwise it closes it off a little too much for me. And then it's also really important to connect right here with your eyeshadow that's in the corner here and your bottom lash eyeshadow to connect it in the corner. Otherwise it kind of looks detached and kind of weird. A little bit of Sienna, which is that orangey brown color, and putting that on the outer edge right here. And you can do eyeliner with this, you can do whatever your heart desires. I'm gonna do a little bit of a faux eyeshadow wing, you could say. I'm just gonna take this angle brush and I'm gonna go into Cypress Umber, which is, or Rustic. This is more of a summery look, so I think I'll do Rustic just to do a really faint brown. So we'll do Rustic, which is kind of the lighter dark brown, with my angled brush. I'm just gonna do a really faint line on the lash line, just to add a little bit more definition, but I don't really wanna take away from what we have going on right now. Now we're just gonna jump into mascara, curl my lashes right quick here. Guys, I forgot to add highlight. That's a sin, that's a sin. Okay, I'm gonna do Tempera, just a matte highlight just because everything is really shimmery, and I feel like if I do something too shimmery all over, it's just gonna look really crazy. So I'm just gonna take this fluffy brush and just swipe it on my brow bone. And the fluffy brush just makes it look a little more diffused and a little more natural than putting like a flat shader brush. Oh my gosh, I feel like I have a lisp when I'm talking. Flat shader brush, it looks a little bit more natural to use the fluffy brush. Just put that tempera really lightly in the inner corner. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So now we're gonna go to mascara, which is the Lancome Monsieur Big. I'm gonna do just a few coats of this guy. And I think what I'm gonna do for the lips, kind of hard because I don't wanna be too peachy. I don't want it to be like peachy all over the place, but I do at the same time. I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild lip liner, that's what this is, in Bare to Comment. And I think one of the main things that people mess up, and I do too sometimes with putting lip products on, is they forget that connecting the corners of your mouth is what looks most natural. Sometimes I think when people overdraw their lips, they forget that this corner is like still overdrawn, and that just looks really unnatural. And if you do overdraw your lips, you want to do it in the centers. So you want to do it like here, in the bottom part of your lip, and up here at the cupid's bow. And again, don't do it too much because then it just definitely looks fake. And then I'm gonna go in with this Milani Matte Lipstick in Matte Innocence, and I'm just gonna put that in the centers. And typically I feel like this lipstick would be way too light for me. I feel like if I line it first and then put this on, it kind of works. At least I think it does. Alright guys, so now it's time for the fun part. If you have made it this far, bless you and thank you for watching this. You will be rewarded. I am doing a giveaway with this palette. So to enter the giveaway, just head on over to my Instagram, @MaddieMakesItUp. That's my Instagram. I'll link it in my description box so you can just click on it and go there. And I will do a picture of me with the thumbnail for this. It'll say giveaway in the description. And so the rules of this giveaway are that you just have to follow me on my Instagram page and tag 2 friends. I will have a few other bonus entries that will be listed in the description comment area of that Instagram post, so be sure to follow it and read the whole post there. And I think I'll just be doing this for a week. I'll again list the dates of how long I'm going to be running this for in the Instagram post, and it will only be open to US residents, so sorry for those who are not in the US. I just want to say thank you guys so much for following me on my platforms, on my YouTube and my Instagram. I really appreciate all of the love and support you guys give to me. And if you guys did like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, don't forget to click on the bell down here so you can be notified when I do post videos. I hope you guys have a great week and good luck in the giveaway. And I'll see you next time. Bye.